I don't remember. I don't remember. Stand.
You did warn them that we're going live, right? So the
I
kids.
did. I put it
Okay.
out this morning.
No, I meant the kids. You warned
I
the
did tell
kids.
them.
Okay.
You think it matters to the kids what we do? I don't think it matters to them what we do.
I know.
They don't care. Bro. All right.
We've got a decent amount of people in chat this morning.
Okay, are we live? I'm trying to find a better stand because ours has been kidified. It's been
yes, we are live.
All right, I've got the YouTube one up there for you. Let me reduce the volume so when you go into it, it doesn't.
Why is the
Good
video
morning,
not pretty?
Goeiemorgen.
That
what?
video looks good. The video's like not.
Yes,
pretty.
because your phone is at an angle.
No, it's choppy.
Oh, because the internet is shit. The internet is broken. We have bad internet. The internet is.
You are not
rural.
stopping with
it is
the
rural
internet.
It's
The
like
internet
it's
is
like
driving
the
you crazy.
2-lane interstate. It's not good. What's wrong? No Rumble. No, Rumble's live. Not live. Kind of up and down.
I have no Wi-Fi showing on my phone.
Oh yes, I had that this morning. It's interesting living in the country. Like nothing electronic wants to really work out here.
I mean, this wouldn't be working if we didn't have
No,
Wi-Fi.
I know, but it's fine. Just use your data.
Make it make sense. So say good morning to Marcus, Jamal,
good morning, Marcus.
and Jody.
I'm glad to see you enjoying your mug.
Yes.
I almost got to Jody's chat. It was to his message to say good morning, and then it was time. I had a young man, so I have this 2-year-old. What he does is he takes all my keys and then walks off with them because he knows which key goes in the forklift, which key goes in the tractor. So he quietly collects the keys, and then you hear door close, and he's got like a fist full of keys.
He does.
So when my oldest son brought him back this morning, I think he had 4. So he had all the keys for all the equipment, and he was out on some mission to go do something. So I don't know. So good morning, Jody. Good morning, Marcus. Who else is there? Jamal. Jim. Good morning, Jim. I don't know if Jim has sorted the spices out yet. If Colt comes in, I want to find out about the salt for him and his headaches. All right, Nicole's just making the chat bigger so she can see it.
So I realized the thing we put outside that we did on stream, that's not connecting. The other internet is kind of not. I don't know what
No,
it's
ridiculous. We got a notification from our ISP saying that there's problems in the area. It's probably because of the storms and stuff. We got the 7 inches of rain in like a night.
Yeah.
That kind of broke a few things. So we'll see how it goes.
There we go. I got it.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
Trying to pull everything up for you guys.
Yeah.
How do I share our stream if I don't take a silly screenshot of us talking?
So what did I want to say? I can't remember. Nothing out here works properly.
The internet.
Yes. No, we got to get Starlink. There's no other way. I always wonder with Starlink, are they gonna like hit capacity issues like everybody does? I don't know how it works. I don't know enough about Starlink.
Why don't I make you coffee, and then I think that will help you a lot. What do you think?
Yes, coffee will help.
Okay,
the brain.
let me.
So I was talking Marcus. So I had an idea. We should, because we give away coffee and we give away tallow and we give away spices, and maybe we should give away some tumblers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we give away some tumblers. So we have to do a giveaway this week. So if you like the idea of a tumbler, just like put a Y in chat, I guess. And if you're on YouTube, put a Y in chat.
Stay quiet. If you're on YouTube, don't say anything. Don't answer.
I don't know why I say YouTube when I say we're gonna go live stream. It's like we're also on YouTube. but it's
No, but Rumble's the fun place.
Yes.
Like Rumble's where all the cool kids are.
Yes.
Rumble's where all the nonsense is.
Yes.
Rumble's where all the trouble starts.
Yes, that's true.
Is that? Did I cover all of the bases?
I believe so.
Yes.
So but anyway, so there's so much nonsense going on, and I was thinking. Actually, I think Nicole came up with it. We were talking about.
I did. We were talking about what were we going to have for Friday's show. Just
Yes.
kind of spitballing
Because
ideas.
we just kind of try and chat. Apparently, this is what people want. Is we must sit and talk. So me making stuff is not popular. Us talking
I
is
think they
more-
like to see you make stuff, but when you show everybody up every time, it's very hard to watch.
Oh, I'm sorry. But it's people seem to enjoy the banter more than
No, the conversations. See,
yes.
whatever you want, we'll take it. That's right, Jody.
All right.
Yes, Jody will take it.
All right.
You shouldn't
right.
say that publicly.
Yes. Because the next thing is a tip in 2 minutes, and then take it, and then it gets complicated.
Then it's go time, as you said before.
Don't do that. Go time.
Sorry, Jody. I had to have a little chuckle.
Ooh, that would end up on the table.
Right,
Yes.
right. To be careful. Your wife's gonna come talk to us soon.
Yes, waggy finger and all. So, everywhere you go now on social media, no matter the platform, it is so much nonsense. Now, I saw a statistic, and this was for Brazil, so I'm sure it's similar kind of, probably more so, is 60% of people get their news out of the mainstream.
Mhm.
That is very concerning.
That's for us not watching it for so long. I can't even
Yes.
imagine.
So that's 60% of the population in Brazil, because they were talking about the Brazilian election, and 60% of the Brazilian population get their news from the mainstream. Now I don't know what the US figure is. I'm sure we can check it on.
Give me a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the
So
the
how would you
Grokness.
like me to phrase this question?
say,
What is the percentage?
No. Where do people get their news? Or provide me with a percentage breakdown of where people find their news. Let's try that and see what it says. But there's so many lies. Now, I'm sure everybody is tired of the Carmelo trial or something, but I want to use that as an example because there were so many people online blatantly lying. I mean, there was a guy driving around, and I mean, not black or white or anything like that. This specifically was a white guy, but he was driving around and yakking in his camera like, some of these guys do. And he was saying, Carl Rittenhouse went to a different state and shot 3 black people. It's like, it's false, off its face, just blatant lies. Now I don't know if the people are. I mean, I cannot believe if you're gonna go online and you're gonna go yak an opinion. I mean, at the very least, you gotta just type your bullshit into an AI, anyone, or a Google, or a Brave, or just do a basic what happened X, just so you have a basic framework. Just
that
a
would make
fucking
sense
basic framework.
to try to figure things out.
Sugar doesn't spike blood glucose. It's like, no, it does. It's like, that's just bullshit. You cannot just say things and it's like fucking hemorrhage shit out of your mouth. It's like, I don't understand that.
Okay, sorry that took me a second.
No,
I
it's
did
fine.
all of my bouncing around. So it looks like, let's skip to the key breakdown
Yes,
just
yes,
to
just
have
key.
a
Just a demographic,
Yes.
not demographic, but a percentage breakdown of who gets what where.
Now, I do apologize.
Yes.
My percentages here are not adding up.
No, but it doesn't know. So what happens is that's right. I can see that. Okay. So what they say is, and it's similar actually,
Okay.
for Brazil. So 60% of the population, okay, get their news basically from the television, from the mainstream
Yeah.
news on the television. Okay. The majority of people on the right
Mhm.
get their news off social media,
Yes.
not off the television. Okay, but like this says 60%, this says 50% of television in the US, 40 news websites and apps 48%, and it says social media networks 54. But there's an overlap, so your 50 and 54 is 104. But what will happen is social media and video networks, there'll be an overlap of people on social media. That's why, so they'll say 54% social media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what's the name?
So this is you want me to
Hold
go
on,
back?
no.
So
Just,
that's different
yeah.
devices.
Yes, no, I don't care about the devices. Just so 54% social media and video networks. So that's Rumble, YouTube, and shit like that. Okay, and then 50% get it. So there's a 4%. So what you'll probably find is like 15% or something like that will use both television and news apps.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so there's just an overlap. So it's not that it's exceeding the percentage of people.
Didn't make sense.
Yes, no, but that's just how that breaks down, and that's just roughly. So all these people spouting these like absolute blatant lies. People are exposed to this shit all the time. So we've been seeing a lot of this is just on my personal news feeds. I find. I don't know how X's algorithms work, but I find X to be a lot less propagandized, in my opinion, just from what I see. I mean, you get bullshit, you get the stupid, and you get people that you agree with and people you don't disagree with. Let me just put it that way. I don't want to say the stupids because they're all like, you could just
there are stupids everywhere.
Yes, you could just hear those guys bullshit.
I am stupid sometimes.
But I don't get on X as much just blatant propaganda. But on I don't look at Instagram a lot because
I don't look at it at all. I don't know. It is not.
No,
for me.
just Instagram, man, doesn't. I just don't fucking like that app. Like, really don't like it. The whole way it's structured and stuff makes no sense to me. No. It must be Instagram must exist for things I don't do.
Yes.
Because whatever I try and do and it doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, and then there's the boomer book, book of faces.
Boomer book. Hang on real quick. We'll say hello. By the way, Jody, correct me if I'm wrong, Victoria, I think his wife, was laughing really hard at that.
Oh, okay.
So she enjoyed the conversation. Jamal says, I haven't turned the TV on for years except to play video games. I don't even listen to modern music. But why? No, it drives me crazy. We have Pandora normally running with music, and the ads are lame.
The vax, like they still pushing vaccinations.
Not just vax, but they're also pushing, this lovely hatred towards masculinity and how men cannot do Mr. Fix-It projects at home and must go to the hospital.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes, they so the two things. So we both have Pandora. Just because we like music more than if we're not listening to podcasts or something like that, it's music. So they got the Mr. Fix It at home, had to like try and fix something and then fell off a ladder, and that's why you need medical, in the hospital.
And blah, which hospital blah. To go to?
And all they do is like fucking pound on men. Yes, but they just like oh, they're so stupid. He's trying to fix something, shame, and then he breaks his fucking whatever.
Yes.
Breaks his aorta,
No, it's a tad bit of nonsense. What can I say? But Jody does say Rumble, independent journalists, and House Senate meetings is where we get our news. No, I think it's important to listen to the actual politics as they're happening real time. If you can do the House or Senate meetings, definitely local, if at all possible. City councils. One not too far from us had some very interesting things going on. Marcus says, don't believe your lying eyes.
Man, that's bad.
And we've got SS Gruent in. Hello.
Good morning.
Glad to have you. And he's recognizing our red shirts on Friday.
Oh,
that is a thing, and that is every Friday. We have been doing this since 2021. Yes. We actually had a staff member years back whose daughter was military, and she taught us about Remember Everyone Deployed. So that's all it took with one conversation. Shirts ordered, and from then on, we have practiced.
Yes,
it's very important to us. Jamal says, even with social media, you have to be careful. There are a lot of people who post false info. You have to verify with multiple sources. So that's exactly what we're talking about. So the biggest thing, and why we brought up this conversation, the lovely case in Frisco that it
The
didn't
amount
get.
of nonsense,
Well,
just blatant bullshit.
I don't think it got big time news,
No.
but it got a lot of
Well,
one hit wonders trying to make it something.
Yeah,
but
and
it's all right.
You know, everybody was like, "Oh, there's protesters," and there's like 25 people.
So
It's like there's a lot more than standing room.
yes.
It
Now
was
we
not a lot
learned
of people.
something very interesting about the state of Texas. I like this fact
So-
in
so, hold
Texas.
on.
Do you want to talk
Yes,
about it?
before we go there.
Okay.
So there's this dude, all right?
There's this dude. There's always a dude.
No, there's this dude, all right? And he's a pretty cool dude. Now, I've heard a lot. I've heard the name. I've heard people reference. And then I watched.
Yes.
Okay? His name is Branca. Go
Frank's
do
cool
yourself a
dude.
favor and go follow him.
Yes.
He is a self-defense attorney, all right? And he just lays the facts down the way they should be.
Yes.
I really enjoyed this conversation. Now, you guys know we work with a lot of podcasters, but I really like his take on things, and he seems to be very knowledgeable, all right? Now, what he said is, out of 50 states, Texas is the only state where we have a 2-year-old coming to us now. Texas is the only state where you can defend your property with deadly force. So, in all the other states, you have to, like the example he used. He said there was a guy and his wife, and they were out for dinner. Sorry, someone wants a banana because it's a monkey.
And an orange.
Oh, and an orange.
And an
Okay.
orange. Come this way.
So this guy and his wife was out for dinner, and some guy came out running. His
Where are
wife
they?
had a necklace on. He grabbed the necklace, yanked it off her neck, and ran. And the guy pulled out his gun, turned around, and shot the guy dead. And that was fine because Texas law dictates that you can defend your private property with deadly force. Now, he doesn't say do that because you're still going to end up in court, and there's still going to be all kinds of bullshit. So you've got to weigh, but that does heed a very strong warning for people that want to pull shit about burning shops down in Texas, which is very good news. Now, where that probably won't work is like Dallas County, which is, Dallas, and kind of south and stuff like that. But I was telling everyone was saying that Frisco was going to burn, and I said they will not set one match to anything because the cops firstly will stop them, and if the cops don't, I do not think the shop owners are going to tolerate their bullshit. Because if you start burning shit down in Texas, you're very likely to get shot. I don't think it's something you want to fuck around with in these parts. And after I learned that, so do yourself a favor. I think on Rumble is where I would always suggest everybody follow people. It's called The Branca Show. And it's BRANCA, The Branca Show. He seems like a really knowledgeable person, and he shot down all kinds of claims. The people are like, well, they only selected the jury in like 90 minutes. And he's like, yeah, that's normal. That's like any murder trial. Like you have, the prosecution has like 30 minutes, and he said, in fact, they took too long. The prosecution has like 30 minutes. The defense has like 30 minutes, and then the judge has some say or something. But it's like an hour jury selected. That does not take long. The cases take a week and a half. To get a verdict within a few hours is not abnormal. Like all this bullshit about blah blah blah. It's like it's all nonsense. That's all of it. All of it's nonsense. This is normal how it works. And what he said, one thing that caught me particularly off guard was, everybody was like, well, there were these like 3 black jurors, and they were not actually biased or anything, but yet not selected. And he said, well, I don't remember all the wording because I'm not a legal scholar, but he said the judge actually excluded those, I think, because of something, not the prosecution. So the prosecution can like kick some guys out, but it's like almost like on a point system. So you have so many like strikes you can call basically, and so does the defense.
Mhm.
And then once you run out, you can't exclude anybody else. Like that's like you can say, well, I don't like that guy, but you get like 3 of them or something. I don't know. It's like like that guy out, but none of the defense or prosecution had any kind of calls on those. It was apparently the judge that excluded them. But you can go check out his show. He's very, very knowledgeable. And to do a full circle back, it's just there's the propaganda, the level of propaganda right now.
Yes.
I have never seen anything like this. It is just a river of bullshit.
Yes.
No, it's a literal river of bullshit. And I go in I go on the Book of Faces, and then like the stupid shit comes on my feed, and I'm like, I don't even know what this is. And I look at it and I'm like, no, this is nonsense. And then I click it and I say not interested, and I just say scam or bullshit or whatever.
It's almost like that brings more.
Yeah, and then like I go back tomorrow and it's like, but there's more of this shit. It's like I just said I don't want to see this. And then I got the Nun report. Dan Nun popped up, and I'm like, oh, is he on? Yeah, I didn't know, so I followed him. But I mean, it's just there's and a lot of it is just blatant lies. It's just false, just false. A lot of the 100% of ICE detainees have no criminal record, or the majority of or
nonsense.
It's like, dude. Of course they don't have criminal records. They're not Americans, but they broke the law coming here. That's why they're in ICE detention.
Right.
Fuck.
Let me say hello to a couple people real quick.
Sure.
We do have Polish Dog.
Good morning.
And WMD1. Good morning.
Good morning.
Smack the like, peeps. Thanks for the reminder on that. Yes, please. We've also got program 76. And it says, I'm an Englishman stuck in the Soviet Union,
Soviet Union.
Trunion, Canada. Sorry, it took me a second to.
Yeah. So we got another Englishman. We got another Englishman in Canada called Hyphen. Hyphen's also a Soti.
Hyphen's funny.
Yes.
I like Hyphen.
Yeah, he's also in Canada.
No.
Soviet Union.
It took me a second. A little slow on the uptake. So
Yes.
Jamal does say it. That's why I like Robert. He goes through the actual documents. I never realized
Yes.
how entertaining legal paper could be. Dude.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you have time, I'm not sure which days, but if you have time around noon, check out Branca, because he actually was talking as from the perspective of like a proper defense lawyer.
That's right. That's what he specializes in.
Yes, that's what he specializes, and he's done that. He actually almost got onto the Supreme Court. He's actually part of the Supreme Court legal panel or something, a bar panel, whatever thing they have. But he says he's too old now; he can't do it anymore.
Okay.
So he said, he's very willing just to keep the seat warm for them and help with decisions till they find someone for the next kind of call. But he's got a cup that says, Branca for SCOTUS, sorry. Yes, he's got a cup he drinks out of. But he was almost selected, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, the guy seems to be bright. And I really like Robert Gouveia. I like his legal breakdowns. Yeah. He's very good and very factual. Like, he'll take the document and he runs the document. So it's not my opinion. It's like, this is what it says.
It's not my truth?
Yes. No, there's no my truth. I like, when someone says, well, your truth. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to talk to you. Because this is where bullshit starts. Yes. Proper propaganda.
So the reason we brought this up is I don't know if you guys are seeing what we're seeing. I think television has been brought to light years past, but literally television. That's what it's doing, and it's telling you that it's telling you a vision. So it's propagandizing you. But now a lot of us have left that realm and found another one, which these lovely devices are not very different from televisions, of course, but no,
now it's just tailored to you,
right? But it's hard to tell if it's one of those that, okay, these are those bot situations where it's like the however many hundreds of accounts and this and that making it up, or are these actual just stupid people?
Yes, it's very, very hard.
I don't know because they're repeating the same thing, which tells me it could be a bot farm.
Well, that's the thing. So
I can't
you're
tell.
seeing like 20 different people pushing the same thing.
Mhm.
So it's almost like they want to make it truth by volume. You know?
Yeah.
It's like they keep repeating, keep pushing, and it's the same story slightly modified.
Yes.
You know, so it says the same thing in slightly different wording. So it's you know, fortunately, I think we kind of recognize it, and I wanna add to Jamal. I want to add to his statement about not watching television. So I remember, and I'll probably in my life never forget this. In 2017, there was this orange man that came out of nowhere, and you know, the November of 2016, he had a 4% chance, according to all the talking heads. He had a 4% chance of beating Hillary Clinton, and I think this was on election night.
Probably.
They had Hillary Clinton at 96% and Donald Trump at 4%. Or 94 and 6% or something like that, but it was in excess of 90% her chance of winning, and his was below, like, 10. And I remember sitting up. I've never been one for elections. And I remember that night Nicole was sleeping, and I sat up that entire night, and I watched every county flip red.
Yes.
Until he had the count, what was it, 330 seats or whatever. So, but I watched that, and I watched the meltdown that night of the mainstream media and the people being confused, and they're like, "What? Like, we don't understand what's going on."
I think I woke up in the middle of the night and I asked you,
yes,
and you told me he won.
Yes.
It was like 2 in the morning or something.
Yes, it was like 2 in the morning or something, and I sat up, and it was hard for me because at like 2:30 or whatever, I used to meet with my overseas team. So like 2:30, I had to be.
Yeah.
And I think that day I was like, all right, let's go, because I was pretty stoked.
I remember, it's one of those days you'll always remember kind of moments. I worked at the hospital the next morning. I had the biggest smile on my face all day. And if you've ever been in hospitals and met nurses and hospital staff, most of them would be anti that, and they were.
Yeah,
they were
orange man.
So grumpy and so upset. How dare this happen to our society? Myself and another nurse like secretly high-fiving in the med room. Like, yes. Like, time's changing finally. Oh, after
So, and then that was 2016. All right. And then early 2017, we had this Russia. That's all we heard was Russia. And then James O'Keefe, when he was still, what was it called?
Wow, I can't even think of the show.
I can't even remember. But
all right, Chad, help me out. What's James O'Keefe's
previous show?
Previous show.
Anyway,
Wow.
yeah, I can't remember. But he had caught on hidden camera Jeff, I can't remember the guy's last name. It just slipped my mind. I remember, but the guy, it's not Jeff Bezos, it's Jeff something with a B. He was the head of CNN.
Yes.
And he had the head of NBC. Both on hidden camera, both admitting that they know the Russia hoax or the Russia thing is false. Then it wasn't known as the Russia hoax. They both said on camera, we know this is not true, but clicks. We get business.
Yes.
The heads of the networks.
Yes.
And the more we push, the more views we get. So we're doing this for views. This is pretty much what they, and I was watching this because, the Russia thing, I was like, wow, we just got this guy and I thought he was different. And now there's this Russia thing. And then this comes out and I'm like, oh, so they're lying. And then I thought to myself, well, okay, we'll watch this go viral and these networks will get destroyed. And then nothing happened. And then YouTube took him off. They took those videos off. And I'm like, how is this possible?
And then years later, the whole company imploded on.
Yes, no, but I mean, how?
Thing ever.
So I don't understand, because remember, then I was never involved in politics. I was only in the US a couple of years. It was kind of new to me, and this was the first kind of election thing I was just watching.
You've seen, yeah.
But then I'm like, but hold on a second. This guy just physically recorded people in their own voices admitting to pushing false news, propaganda, pushing propaganda, like pushing it out there and telling people bullshit. And nothing came from it. And that day, I switched the TV off and I told Nicole, I'm not watching anything on television again. Not even Fox News, man. None of it. And that was 2017, and that was the last.
Yes.
Because propaganda. And now, like the apps are full of it.
Yes.
Full of it.
No, but I think they have to, because a lot of us have left that realm, so they have to find us in another means.
Yeah.
Let me catch up on chat a little bit. By the way, with our speaking about the Soviet Union and people that maybe should not be here, you know, legal experts and all. Program 76 did say deport the fucking lot, right, dude? Where was I? Jody did mention you can get his book for free, just cover shipping. So that's pretty cool. I'm Bronca.
Who's that? Oh,
I'm
Bronca.
assuming.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Program 76 asked, did anyone watch the Mexico-South Africa game yesterday?
I did not, but South Africa lost. Yeah, good. If you follow me on X, you'll know my opinion about that. So you want a unpopular opinion. South Africa sucks at soccer because they don't use merit to select their players, but DEI policies because they are a DEI commie shithole, and that is why they are busy dying.
Yes.
So
they were the first on a lot of these DEI things, and you see what's happened.
So good on them losing because they deserve it, because they don't have the best team.
There you go. There you go. What was the player that you told me about yesterday who they refused to actually have play on their
Bailey.
team? Yes.
Yeah,
look him up if you don't know him. I have a feeling Program 76 probably.
Yes, Gary Bailey was one of the best goalkeepers around the 80s, and he couldn't even get South African colors.
That's horrible. Even though he was not quite born there, but lived there for how many years?
Yes. And his dad played there.
Yeah. No, that's horrible. I'm not going to repeat what Program 76 is, but I'll mention it to you later. Television is programming. That's why they push the message that they are trying to program us. Yes, right? Frank Zappa called it decades ago. There have been many. There have been a few warnings.
Frank Zappa has been a big... I didn't know he was like that. I mean, the fact that guy got popular with his opinions. He was like, school is shit, government is shit.
He was not wrong.
No,
he was not wrong.
The only problem I have with these guys are they are right, and I think another guy that's like that. What's that comedian? It's a big club, and you're not in this. George Carlin.
Yes.
But they all vote left. Yes. They know these guys are commies. Yes. You know.
Anyway. I listened to something reading Jamal's comment here, and if it's Alphabet Crew, it goes to the top. Sorry, anti-family, pro. Nonsense, stupid men, and racism. You know, there's this thing. So I think we can all just laugh now if we are continued to be called racist by people who are literally spouting out exactly what they're saying to us. It's like that mirror effect. You know, they are just stating exactly what they're doing. So ignore it.
Yes, it's what do they call it? Projection.
Projection, yes. The meltdowns were glorious, says Marcus.
Dude, I don't think there was a lot I've enjoyed that much. I was drinking those tears. I was drinking them daily.
Program 76, I may have to steal this statement. The Rainbow Goblins.
Yes.
Rainbow Goblins.
Yes.
I like it. I like it. And you're not wrong, because a lot of it looks like goblins. You are correct.
Isn't it? Are they out? Because I heard them up and down, so I don't know if they're out.
I have no clue. They've been busy.
The kids are.
Busy.
So I don't understand why I need to.
I hear someone.
Yes, I don't understand. So I'll say it quietly. I don't understand why I have to celebrate your choice of friction. Okay, don't understand. Just like do your thing, man. Whatever blows your hair back, just keep it behind your bedroom door.
Yeah.
Keep it away from the fucking kids.
Yeah, no?
As normal people do, you know? Because, you know, we're married. It doesn't mean we do weird shit in front of children. It's like nobody should be doing that.
So Jody has a good point. It's crazy that less than 3% of the population is in 1,000% of everything. So because you're not wrong, everything, once again, propaganda, the way this has been brought up and shoved down everyone's throat. So the percentages, sorry, flip to like 20 or 30% in different age brackets or generations, shall we say. But now it's reverting back because obviously that was falsified. That's not real. The people do not actually have those feelings. They've just been trained to spout out the same thing that everybody else has done. So now we've got the reverse effect where these people who've gone down this path, there's no real turning around because now you've gone like 10 years down this path. So to come out of that is much harder, and it hurts you in likelihood of kids and a family.
The problem is
almost gone.
when you select whatever it is you do, you build your personality, your friends, your circle of friends. I wanted to say ring. Circle of friends. Everything gets formed around those decisions you make.
Mm-hmm.
So when you realize, oh, hold on a second, this is not really what I thought it was, and it's not what I want, you lose all of that.
Yes.
And a lot of times you end up by yourself,
mm-hmm.
And you get ostracized.
Isolation is not easy for most people.
No, and it's very difficult for most people to not succumb to the peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Something else I wanted to mention, and I don't have the big words like the very clever people, but Jordan Peterson mentioned something about the more equal a society becomes, the more traditional the society becomes, which is counter all the arguments.
Yes.
So the more equal things become, and the better, quote unquote, the society becomes, the more women go back to traditional female roles and the more men go back to traditional male roles.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of women going into STEM and women becoming, fucking jackhammer operators,
because we have the upper body strength to do that.
The more the more women actually go for becoming housewives, and the more men
homemaking
go for
and taking care of a family, which is a very needed
and
job
the budget and the household and exactly, and if you cannot send your children to Caesar and not expect them to come back as Romans.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Anyway. So there was a mention about the tranny shooters are downplayed or ignored.
Oh, absolutely.
So the quote unquote mass shootings. So this is another propaganda thing that's happening real heavy for our
Can you hold that thought?
Yeah.
Muslim murders are listed as right wing. Just as a matter
of
research.
Yes. Did you guys know that? Did you know that Muslim murders are right wing?
So any murders that are done by Muslims,
yes,
mass
right-wing.
or otherwise, it's right wing violence.
So it's completely skewed. Any
so
any of the stats are completely messed up.
Lies, damn lies, and statistics.
No, what I wanted to mention is the gosh, I don't even know now.
I said hold the thought. Can you hold it? You said yes.
No, I can never. Out the brain.
That's why I wanted to put mine in there before it's out the brain. It's like I'm not good. Yeah, I feel it slipping. Come here.
No, we were looking at the stats and the people. That's right. I remember. There are refugees coming over currently from a country that literally has genocide happening to a population. And so many people are concerned about the mass shootings that are happening and the mass murders in America. And I look to Anton, I'm like, but they literally can't walk around their own neighborhood at night and we're the dangerous ones. Like I have no understanding besides the fact that it's obviously false information that's been fed to the society. They have no clue what's going on here. But then if you look into where these things are happening, firstly, it's anywhere where the Second Amendment is removed from the public, which is not legal in the first place. It's not constitutional to have a gun-free zone. Bullshit. The more guns, the safer the people, because people respect each other if they don't know what's going to happen. So those schools, the hospitals, places like that, even government uh,
Buildings.
buildings. Yes, I guess, because I heard something about the penthouse. Wow,
Pentagon going.
Pentagon. Yes, under lockdown.
Yes, but didn't they like?
I don't know. What
I just saw hazmat.
Yes, it was something about
So-
some kind of device or something. But
Okay.
once again, this is an area where they do not allow the people to protect themselves. And that's pretty much where most of the problem happens. But if you look at the stats on the lovely people causing the problems lately, it's not your everyday workers. It's not your worker bees that are the issue. Program 76 does say, I only watch older stuff and South Korean movies now.
South Korean movies.
Interesting. Polish Dog, I don't watch TV anymore either, other than old shows and on the Roku stick. Yes.
Yes.
If there's a show I want to see, I'll find it online. The last series I binged was Spider Noir on Amazon Prime. It's good. Watch in black and white. That's Jamal. Polish does say, I already know, and I don't have to follow you on X. Ha! He knows you. He knows you. Don Darkstar, sorry I missed you. I stopped in 2010, but I see a lot of TV clips from people I watch on Rumble. That's
Yes.
interesting.
Well, the thing is, they gotta use something, I guess, on their
Yes.
shows. You know.
Yes. Jody does mention that he watches NASCAR
Yes.
and drag racing. So,
Yes.
but you'll get some commercials in there, but it shouldn't be too bad, I wouldn't think. Enoch Powell called it. George Carlin called it too.
Yeah.
Fiery but peaceful protest. Is that Ireland right now?
Yes. Right. That's
Uh,
something you don't see a lot in the news.
We were just talking about that. Is that something we're not hearing about, even from a lot of the podcasters? Like, what is going on?
So
right
yesterday,
now?
I mean, I obviously listened to a bunch of podcasts, and the only guy that mentioned much of that was Sissel.
Yes.
You know, and
Yeah.
I found that interesting. It's like,
Yes.
Hmm.
So I'm curious, and yes, I see, Marcus. You mentioned beheadings. Yeah. So
you know, that
But-
poor dude. You know, now I can't figure out if there's actually if the guy's like a little, you know, slow or something, but he got one incident left him fucking deaf.
Mhm.
So he helped, I don't know, migrants to their house or something, and then they fucked him up. So that left him deaf. And now this one, the guy stabbed him in the fucking eyes, so he's blind. So now he's deaf and blind because of no fucking doing of his own. Man,
the people do not understand.
that just really annoys me.
So this is an interesting quote. Our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. I think we're being run by maniacs for maniacal ends, and I think I am liable to be put away for as insane for expressing that. That's what's insane about it.
Yes, that makes sense.
John Lennon.
Yes,
Interesting.
yes.
Interesting.
But he also votes for the Democrats.
You know, yes, there's so many people, and I think that they become prominent figures. We were talking about that as well. So, along with the television and news networks, the background of a lot of these people who are found on these news networks is rather fascinating.
Mhm.
So,
Connections to three-letter agencies. And,
all
know,
kinds of different things that just it makes you wonder. So, is Facebook or social media just a new age form to try to continue to instill thought, or is it a distraction? I don't know.
yes, you have to be very careful and sift carefully through what you see. You see, I think the guys we got like Robert and Viva and those guys. I think Ben Dykes,
Yes.
Sissel for sure. I don't think anybody owns Sissel.
No.
Although I think Sissel will sell out if he gets the right money. I think that dude's like, yeah,
give me
oh,
money.
give me money. I'll do your thing, man.
What
He's a
is-
cool guy.
What
But
kind of arms do they have?
oh yeah, alligator arms.
Alligator.
So they don't donate. He's like, I see a lot of people with alligator arms. It's funny. But I think you gotta. So here's what I figured out quite a long time ago. I used to watch Daily Wire a lot. That was like I like Ben Shapiro but then I noticed like at that time basically I watched Steven Crowder, Stefan Molyneux, Ben Shapiro, and maybe one other guy, maybe like Sticks. And I noticed that Ben was the only guy that wouldn't talk about certain things. And I figured out that Ben must be paid because there's certain taboo subjects, which
Yep.
Ben will not even raise, but everybody else spoke about. And the general thing is, if everybody kind of talks about the same thing, that's why I find the Irish thing interesting that people are not talking about.
Yeah, what is going on? And even wasn't it England as well?
Yes.
Like there was
I don't
supposed to be,
think.
or it's
Yeah, no, they just marching. But
No, I know,
the
but where
Irish
was
are
that?
like fucking burning shit
no, but
down.
where was that?
No, no, exactly. So it's almost like everybody's been instructed like lay off this subject.
No,
don't
except
bring
the
independents.
It up. Yeah, and it's hard to know because I think a lot of the independents aren't even finding out about it because their sources that they would normally get their information is not giving it. I've got to say hello to a few people. We've got quite a lot popping in.
Okay.
We do have Neuro, who's always reminding everybody.
Howdy.
You're
doing okay there, man? I saw you seemed a little down yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, text me if there's a problem.
Do you need more spicy?
Do you need more spicy droeworst? Do you need a spicy sausage?
I get a lot of sausage. What can I say?
Spicy sausage.
If it's not a spicy sausage, it's a pork banger.
Is that Sith?
Yes, there's
Hey,
Sith.
howdy.
Sith, and we've got J Ham Stoneface,
Hey,
and
howdy.
we've also got, drum roll please, David Dogspot.
Hey,
so welcome
howdy.
in, everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I'm very slow on chat because we keep talking about other things, but Jamal, I have to state your statement or your read your statement because I really like this. Teach your kids the goal in life is marriage, homestead, 6 kids, and a generational legacy. Yes, please. There is nothing more satisfying in life than knowing that you are helping to shape them to be decent people.
Yes.
Like that's
and
phenomenal.
we've started with all our kids young. It's like you want to get married, you want to have children, you want to make sure that you have property, and so we've been doing that, which is the polar opposite of what was done with me and I don't know so much Nicole, but
it just wasn't talked about.
Yes.
It wasn't talked about.
Yeah,
you must go to school and you must do something with your life, which made no sense to me because I was the first person to actually go to college and to have like a career path in mind. None of that made any sense to me.
We had a lot of the what was it, climate change. Then it was, what was it called? Not climate change. It was called global warming, and too many people on the planet.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yep.
A lot of that.
Well, how many billion are on a continent that's had a one-child policy for however many years?
Yeah, you should look into that.
Curious if it's correct statistics or not. Once again, statistics
they
can
claim
be
that there's
falsified.
maybe 1 billion people missing in China. So
that would make sense considering they've had this policy for quite some time. Yes, J-Ham does say, what? Bias in the media? No, it's not just media. We're actually, what we opened with was different social media apps. So not just actual.
So we like way past, we know the media is full of shit. Like
Definitely.
We know that. But we've been getting so much propaganda pushed on like social media. X a little better, but Facebook, man, that thing, it's just like I don't even want to go in there anymore.
No.
Like I go, I just check if anybody commented on anything.
This is nonsense.
But I do my post in the morning, and if anybody says anything, I'll answer them. And then after that, I just ignore that app. I literally spend, if I go and do anything online, it'll be on X. I cannot do Facebook anymore, man. The only reason we're there is for the business. I do my little splurb in the morning, and then if anybody says hi, I'll just answer them. Yes. But that's it, man. I'm getting such a distaste for that thing.
I try to check it on occasion for things that we can respond to. We are in a lot of the local groups, so if there's things people are looking for,
I leave that for Nicole. But
I don't like it. Thankfully, they did open a tab that's supposed to be only the people on your feed, but that doesn't, once again, help me for those who are in different groups looking for things. So I do try to keep on the main.
We got to do stuff in like the local groups and stuff like that. I would, I was thinking about it yesterday. I think my dream would be just to be online, and then I don't have to deal with propagandized individuals and bullshit, and I can go off the apps, and I could just, can like 1 million people join our website and just buy shit?
Yes. So all of you guys just buy shit today. Use, as Neuro has mentioned, code RRR. So it's 3 R's on Biltong USA for 10% off on your Biltong purchases.
I forget to mention that.
I know we don't mention it every time, but since Neuro is so awesome and does help us drop it in, and he did also remember people to tickle the like, follow, and repost. Yes, please. Yeah, definitely repost the stream as much as possible. We are trying to talk more nonsense and bring a little bit of community on
and
this
sanity.
online sphere.
No, it's just I'm glad it's not just us that's noticing it. The pity is a lot of people are not inoculated against it yet.
No,
they're not aware.
They're not pushing back. We're not pushing back.
They don't know. You know, they just
true.
see stuff, and
That's
you know, you don't know what you don't know, and a lot of people don't know, man. They just think whatever they're reading is true.
Yes.
And you know, we're getting some pushback, not locally so much, but a little bit close by, pushback on ICE, and I'm like, why the fuck would you push back on ICE? Unless you've got a bunch of fucking illegals running around doing shit, like there's no reason to push back. Like, I don't give a fuck, man. ICE can walk in here tomorrow. We don't hire illegals. We don't have illegals. We don't do illegal shit. You know, everything
we're
above
very
board.
boring.
Yeah, we're very boring. Very boring. You know, it's all legal. So if unless you are busy with fucking nefarious bullshit, you don't care. Like, ICE literally does not bug me. I have no fucking concern with those guys because they're just doing their job, which is legal. They're following the law, and they are in place to do a specific job,
and remember,
legally tasked to them by the government.
Going to another country illegally is breaking the law.
Yes, of course it
is.
You know what I don't understand? These fuckers should go try that shit in try that in Russia.
Oh.
All right? Go try that in fucking China. Go jump the fence to China and you see what happens.
So there's this theory, and I'm sure you guys have heard this as well. Once you open that Pandora's box of breaking the law, what are the odds that you are never going to open it again?
Well, so here's the thing. All right, so you jump the fence, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now you're here.
Yep.
Okay. Now you can't just be, because you know it's not like there's a magic pantry that's just gonna fill and a magic accommodation that's just gonna be there for you. So you got to either work or defraud welfare. One of the two ways you got to get money, because you got to eat. So if you work, you're breaking the law again because you're working illegally.
So it's a perpetual cycle.
Yes, if you are taking welfare, you are breaking the law because it is illegal. It is not for you.
And if you're voting.
Yes, and if you're voting, so you jump the fence, which is illegal. Then you work, which is illegal. So now you've broken the law twice. Okay, and the other thing that, you know, all of these people that run around that's like, oh, we don't want ICE. You cry about your little degree not being worth anything, because there are people that are coming from countries where there's really fuck all for them. Okay, but you know, that's where they're from, and they should come here legally if they want, like I did. Okay, and they will come work for half your fucking money. Okay, so don't cry. You cannot cry about illegals being deported, okay, and cry about your fucking wages sucking. Like, those two things you can't do. They don't work together.
They don't work together. Like all forms of media and communication, originally used for clarity, communication, open exchange of ideas, eventually subverted by the power elite to propagandize. Yes, J-Ham, you are onto something there. Guys yell about being gay from the rooftops in Palestine before doing the bungee-less jump, you know?
Yes.
Oh, that's, you know, it's not nice, but that's a true reality.
Chickens for KFC, man.
Right? Jimma does say, look into 2020. We were all locked in together for a full year. Where's the baby boom?
Yes, right?
You know, that's a little eerie if you think about it, but there were these things that were pushed on so many people, and would you believe it, does not allow for fertility to happen.
A lot of people got that.
Yes. J-Ham does mention as well, coming ice age, global warming, climate change, carbon dash.
I remember distinctly, and I don't remember how old I was. I just remember my mom coming home one day saying, so apparently we'll have an ice age. Like, we're going to have ice everywhere in like the year 2000. And this was probably very late 70s.
Yeah.
early 80s. I don't remember how old I was. I just remember my mom being very concerned, saying, so we're gonna have an ice age. Like there's an ice age coming in like 20 or 30 years. And then of course we I don't even know why they make gasoline cars anymore, because oil should have run out like 10 or 20 years ago already.
It's still a what are we calling it again? What's the term? I always forget
fossil fuel.
Fossil fuel. That's right. Never mind that it's the most replicated substance in the earth or on Earth besides water. Yes. Okay. Carbon equals life as we know it. Interpret it as you will, dude. Oh, and Sith brought up something. Oh my God. Next door is just depressing here. It's chock full okamis. I saw that too. So we don't have next door here in
we had next door in Roanoke.
I know, but
we always stayed away from it.
I always told you though, it's like full of nonsense. It was this repetitive of just all of the commies, you know. Yes. I don't have another way to put it.
You know, the problem is because we kind of anti-communists. Yes. I should actually make some shirts saying anti-communist, but anyway, whenever we put anything, like the once or twice we put something on next door, we just got fucking pummeled. Oh, you guys! It's like I thought it was a fucking
but the teachers hated us.
Neighbor
so
app or something, you know.
We were quite the target there.
Yeah. Yeah, and the teachers like to hang around next door, which tells you it's commie.
Right. Thank you, Jamal. It's renewable resource is the term I was looking for, and stumbling over my words, I suppose. So I have to read Program 76. I like you. You are welcome on our chat anytime. I call trannies tripods.
Yes.
Because they have 3 legs. No, they have 3 legs. You need to take that to your friend.
Yes.
Tripod.
Yes.
Tripod's a good name. That's pretty cool. Jody says, ignorance is bliss. Man. Dawn Darkstar. Now, this is going to hit for a lot of people. I joined Facebook once and then tried to delete my info. Facebook wouldn't let me. I don't trust anything online. It's eerie. So we do have 2 different business Facebook and Instagram accounts because we had 2 different names at one point, and I've wanted to merge them, but I know my luck, the merge will not happen correctly, and it's going to kick out my big one and then keep the small one. So I'm tempted to just delete the small ones.
Yeah, maybe we should just put a thing on the small one and say, you know, this is our page. Go there. We're going to delete this one.
And I haven't been posting on it anyways. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to delete the small one.
The big one on Facebook, not that it's massive by any means. It's like just over 7,000.
But to lose the 7,000 and go down to 500 is not.
And that 7,000 should have been way, way, way higher. But we were throttled for a long
time. Don't let these people cover them up. They are red on Fridays.
Yeah, and also we were very vocal against like the drag queen story hour bullshit, and then we had the drag queen family drag queen thing, which we got international on that thing.
Threats.
Yes,
it was fun. It was fun.
I'll be right back.
I do have to say hello to Salty. Are you gonna make it through? Yep. Hey, and Jacob Castro. So good morning to you both. If oil is decayed biomass, it replenishes as biomass decays. We just draw out of the underground pools faster than they can refill. But do we? Are we really using all the resources? What happened to the pipeline that was supposed to happen in the United States? Was that not 2021? I want to say everything was shut down. The oil was stopped. How many people lost their jobs? Like, what surprised me is there hasn't been a turnaround on that. We never actually heard anything else from it, or I haven't. If there's news, then please let me know, because I am definitely not the smartest when it comes to all of that stuff. I'm not as good at keeping up with all of the information as Anton is. But yes, we are in an ice age now. No, we're in, what was it? El Nino has just started is what I was told. I still don't quite know what that means, but I guess I will have to educate myself, you know, for the propaganda on the weather. So that's another thing. We've talked about the weather numerous times, and that is beyond propagandized at the moment. There is nothing but nonsense when it comes to all of that.
I remember, where's the brush? Here we go. I remember.
I cleaned everything.
Yeah, I see that.
Yes,
very nice. What was about 2 years ago when everybody was coming in and they're like, oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. And you know, I, at that time, used to leave home. Maybe it was 3 years ago, 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I used to leave really early. It was like in the last little bit of our restaurant time. So when we had the restaurant, I had to get up very early every day to make food and to make sure everything is in line. And I mean, I used to bake bread every day, and so it was heavy. But anyway, I remember the previous year because everybody was crying it was hot, and I was like, man, it doesn't seem that bad this year because in the mornings when I leave, I don't get that pressing, humid heat that I got the previous year. The small ones are for the kids, if anybody's wondering.
If they can see him, yes.
Yes. But anyway, and I just thought, oh man, this makes no sense. And everybody and the media is like, oh, this is so hot, so hot. And I was watching this whole thing unfold. So I thought, you know what, fucking hell, let me go and check this out. So I pulled up the statistics. All right. And this was like, let's say 2022. So 2021, maybe it was 2023. So let's.
You mentioned this last stream.
I mentioned it. Yes. Okay, but I don't know if everybody was on their last stream. But I pulled up the stats, so I'll make it fast, seeing that Nicole's like, so I pulled up the stats, and it was hotter the previous year, and then in 2015 was even hotter, and then 2012 was the peak one for the like last 20 or whatever years or so. So anyway, I apparently have mentioned this before. I'm sorry, I'm getting old. It's the Alzheimer's. I'm that old guy. Yeah, let me tell you a story. And then he repeats the shit he told you last time, apparently. She's laughing harder than she should be laughing at that. She's laughing a lot harder at that than she should be laughing at that. Which tells me that I'm in trouble or you are in trouble. Somebody's in trouble.
Not me. Not me. I maybe
Let me tell you a story, young man.
So I mentioned the pipeline, and Polish Dog does say Canada would be doing great had they built the Keystone Pipeline. Now I'm just curious. That like totally went silent is all I'm after. Yeah. What happened there? Salty does say, you're going to like this, got the biltong. My mom tried it before she left. I think you got another customer. Also, my 2-year-old found my bag. Now I have to share. Dude, I'm sorry. But man,
hey, that stuff's real healthy for the kids, man.
Once the short people try it, here's a short person, by the way. Yes.
You want some biltong, boy? Yeah.
Yeah, want some biltong.
All right, you got to give me a second.
Jacob says the answer is always, whatever the government is pushing, do the opposite.
Yep, exactly.
100%. Yes, young man. You've already had everything.
You've had an orange. Biltong. No, you had an orange and you had a banana, yeah.
Oh, this young one.
Hard to put a glove on his one
Trying to not leave the stream and leave you guys hanging with the
No, you already had that. Out. You already had that. No more. No, yeah.
So Jody says our business pages suffered from a personal page post about all the stuff
all right, come, get out
happening in the world. That's very true. I see. That's fine.
All right.
Go. He's probably shared his other one with other people, most likely. Yeah.
Right. Children.
I'm trying to not say everything or read everything out loud.
Yes.
But no, Jody was saying that all of the bullshit happening, the personal pages affected the business pages. That's
exactly.
That's
we had the same thing.
That's what we...
Because we wouldn't keep quiet, so we just got throttled and,
yes.
People wouldn't see. Even now still, our emails go to spam,
Yes, all of our emails on Gmail.
So we got about a 20,000 email list. And a lot of people don't see our emails. They go to spam. Which affects business, which affects sales.
Yes.
Which affect what we can bring in because we import products. So, now we're like, well, should we be importing because we're not moving them as much as we should because our stuff goes to spam and our stuff is blocked and throttled. So, the big boys, if you don't play their game, throttle you. And if you become a threat because you become too successful, throttle you.
Yeah.
So you fucking lose, or you lose, or you lose. So what we do is we go to Rumble.
Yes.
And we go to alternative places, and we just like, would you guys mind buying some of our shit and then we can all hang around?
And we do what Spaz Out says. Meat. Meat. Yes, more sausage. What did you say?
Yes.
76 biltong bangers. I saw that.
Biltong bangers.
I like it. I like it. By the way, in case you didn't know who Program 76 is, he is the lovely gentleman who made you the green eggs and biltong.
Oh, yes, that was fucking awesome. That was awesome. I like that. I saved that picture. I want to use it.
Holding this one in my back pocket.
Yes.
Yes. No, that was pretty cool. That was a good meme. You don't have to explain it. Believe me. We saw it. We liked it. 100% enjoyed it.
There we
go. Good to go. Okay. Turn on the light bulb.
Light bulb? No, I didn't. Sorry. I forget. I always forget that one.
This poor old man. I run him ragged. You see this? I brought the whip.
Old man. Yeah.
Salty, you see the Palisade Fires climate change just started his trial. Really? Palisade. Sorry, I pronunciated that.
Yeah,
Palisade Fires. Yes.
Yes, the climate change arsonist.
Ooh. So, sorry.
You know what I don't understand? It's like, so we have climate change.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but because it's not fast enough according to these guys, like we have to accelerate people's, so they go and set shit on fire. I saw yesterday on X. That's why sometimes I really enjoy X. There's a guy, it's some German dude, and he was in India, and he was walking around, and I didn't catch the whole thing, but there's so much trash in the streets and stuff, and the guy's like, and they make us use paper straws, and they make us use paper straws in Germany. He says, my entire childhood innocence is gone, and it's just fucking trash. And that's the people we're bringing into the first world. It's these same people. Their fucking culture doesn't change. Okay, now, I don't know. I'm really trying. I'm trying, but it's very difficult. Afrikaans people like me have a similar culture to Americans.
We both
just saying.
The British.
Okay, we have a similar culture, big church, hard work, get up early, don't be lazy, don't take fucking welfare, work for what you want, be honest, don't fucking steal. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not bad actors. Okay, we all know them.
Definitely.
Generally in South Africa, if you find one, you beat the crap out of him and then that fixes the guy up. But as a rule, okay, so the majority of the refugees coming over will be very similar in culture to Americans, where it's fire cooking,
assimilation.
Yes, and very handy people. Yes. Can make stuff, fix stuff, and things like that. That's just generally how we are. It's like it gets frowned upon if you are useless.
Yes.
Okay, so very similar. All right, we do not burn shit down. Like, it's not a thing for us. So I'm just saying.
Respect is a thing. Respect is.
And mostly, even the guys that are nonsense that come into our shops are always respectful.
Yes.
They're always very kind of, polite. For the most part, polite. They'll be, even if they don't because we are suspicious people.
Yes, I'm an American, and he's got a funny accent. What can I say?
Yes.
Very suspicious.
I mean, we're not. I mean, Afrikaans people are suspicious of other people. Yes.
So
we are a suspicious people.
No. Okay, I have to bring this up. Sorry, before I do, Salty does say get a farmer's almanac for the best source of your weather. He uses it. His papa used it. It's better than any fake news. 100% agree with you, because they run every 100 years. It's an entire century of data to give you an idea of your local weather. Okay, back to what I wanted to say. So I was shared a meme. I didn't share it with you. It was funny though. Talking about Afrikaners and how suspicious they are of other people. So the only way to have these guys truly get along, bond together, and be one for each other is you put them in a queue. Reason being, because they're so suspicious, they get in a queue. They're watching the guy in front of them. They're watching the guy behind them. They're watching the guys walk around them. And then now they're all together. Now they are all one because they're in a queue. So the guy in front protects you. The guy behind you protects you. You're protecting them. Everybody works together. Nobody breaks the queue. And then when they get to the front of the queue, everybody cheers. because they made it together. It's so true. You tell me one instance where that did not happen. No, it's spot on. It just made me. I very much shortened it. The gentleman who actually recited it, he's very funny.
Yes.
Because he sounded funny too. What can I say?
Yes.
No, it's 100% true. I'll share it with you. I'll have to find it and show it to you. Sorry, guys. I am totally ignoring everybody. I got Spaz Out's meat, and then I kind of stopped. Distractions.
I don't want to see if I could reach this thing. You carry on there. Don't worry about me.
Okay. Try using Anton's meat spices on eggs. Ooh. Innuendo's welcome. No, the crumbs in the biltong bag. You guys put that on eggs. You will not be upset. There may be something coming out in the near future.
Yeah, we're trying, but when you have actual biltong, and it's a little.
I know you have actual meat. Why play with the crumbs when you can play with the meat?
No, but the thing is, so what we're trying to make, because there's because of the way it's the consistency makes it a little hard to work with. That's all.
Oh, Jody mentioned the ice age that he was talking about is the U.S. becoming less crowded. I'm not upset about that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that definitely works.
Ice baby.
So we also probably got to finish up because I see the kids are getting rowdy.
No, they're very antsy. We are certainly over time.
Yes.
And
I don't mind it. It's actually a fun chat today.
I know. I've enjoyed everybody popping in and talking all kinds of nonsense.
I was reaching up there because I want to do. So this was a flag given to us by a South African family.
Yes.
They leave one everywhere they go to at each shop, and I just want to say my pride flag, so you know.
Yes.
It's like proud to be in the U.S.
Now this family, I will not forget them. Obviously the flag stood out, but they landed in Michigan.
Yes.
So they came as refugee family. They landed in Michigan. They got there. It was either November or December. I cannot remember. We met them in January.
No, it was
Or was
later.
it December?
No, it was later. It was like February or something. It was after the big ice. So maybe March. Yeah, it was March. It was after the big ice.
I can find it because I did text somebody that picture because I really liked it. Whenever they came down to us, doesn't matter when it was. Firstly, they said they were traveling the U.S. to hopefully go to, I want to say...
New Mexico?
I thought it was Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. Somewhere that way.
Desert. They were like, the winter is not for them. They did not enjoy the north. It was way too cold because South Africa does not see snow like that, does not have cold like that. That was not a thing. And they didn't like it. So as they were traveling south, they actually came through Oklahoma before they hit us here in Texas. They had a tornado popped up right next to them, pulled their vehicle. They said never in their lives will they go back to Oklahoma.
No, they like
again.
Oklahoma. Very nice, but not living there, man. Those tornadoes.
No, they could not believe how close they got to a tornado while traveling down the highway. I think that freaked them out so badly. Now, what I feel for them, when they first walked in our doors, they were very suspicious of us.
Yes.
You remember? They were quiet. They didn't say anything. And then as we spoke to them a little bit, then it just, like old friends.
Yes.
By the time they left, and they left us a flag. Really cool family. I hope they're thriving in Arizona. If they happen to see this, I really do wish them all. They had 2 young kids as well. So I'm glad they're here.
That makes me very happy. You know, I don't have kids in South Africa. I was one of the I'm not going to have kids. I'm just going to be a hooligan forever. And of course, I met Nicole, and that was the end of that. But I am very happy when I see younger families with children get out of South Africa because it gives their kids a chance. It makes me very happy.
No, it's hard because we know a lot of people know there's not much going on there.
There's future.
There's no future
for white people,
which
in
is
South
a problem.
Africa. It's just what it is.
I mean, that is a huge problem. What is this custom coffee? I missed something. Sorry, there's too many comments now. I've totally missed. There was a coffee comment. We've been giving away our coffee a lot. Custom coffee is such a scam.
Yes, that's why we have tribal coffee. No scam.
I had a big problem with the coffee. Which coffee is it? J-Ham, you are not missing much. Okay, I totally missed it. What's wrong with coffee? Yeah, I don't know. All right. That's okay. I can't find it. But I see that, was it Jamal? Yes, Jamal's out.
All right. Cheers, man.
Have a good day.
Yeah, we're also going to slowly finish up. What's the coffee problem? We're going to give away a coffee mug.
Okay, here we go. What got me was the lying about the coffee. When you say you roast it yourself, only to find out it was drop shipped, I had a problem because I was selling that to my audience and buying. Oh.
Who's that? Salty Grower.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? When are we sending to him again?
You need coffee. Salty? Salty, you
Dude,
need coffee.
if
Dude.
Yes. Yes.
Dude.
Yes. I'm telling
it's
you.
Toasty too.
Yes. No, so the next shipment to Salty,
I'm giving you coffee.
yeah, we gotta send you some coffee.
I don't know when
Dude.
it is. I'll look because I think you just got some, right? So it'll be a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But
No, we'll send you some.
I got your back, man.
This is so this is not just roasted.
Oh, I'm not gonna repeat what you said, but you're correct. Don't drink that coffee. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
This is not
Tell 'em in a
just
minute.
roasted by the people. It is grown
By
by
the people.
the people. So these guys are customers of ours. Okay, they are the people who grow the beans.
Yes.
They pick them, they dry them, they import them,
Mm-hmm.
they small batch roast them, and they supply it to us direct.
Yes.
This is literally farm to cup,
Yes.
literally.
And the family is so cool. These are a bunch of Papua New Guinea, like big dudes. I chuckle
Yeah.
with them.
We
These
get
aren't
along
your-
because it's rugby.
These aren't your soccer players.
No.
These are your rugby players.
So very nice.
Not your soccer players.
Yes, very very nice guys.
Really cool
So,
family.
So if you are looking for coffee, man,
That's
you know I don't have a problem. You know, with my biltong, it's fucking great stuff. The same with the coffee. Great stuff.
That is our absolute second favorite item because our biltong's always going to be number one, our products, but they're phenomenal. We have teamed up with them, love working with them, personally know them. I mean, cannot be better people is the other thing. We've actually told them they need to move out to this side of the world.
Yes.
We've met how much of their family.
Yeah,
And
like almost
yes,
everybody.
It's ridiculous.
All the
In-laws
uncles and in-laws and yeah. No,
Really,
it's, so we'll on your
really
next
love
shipment
them.
we'll
Yeah.
we'll pop some.
Yes. Do not buy Folgers. No.
Oh, man.
No. He's been buying
No,
Folgers.
so the problem I got with the coffee beans, it's fine. Okay, so you can roast them and stuff, but everybody sources their beans from, you know, whoever sells beans. This is different because this is not sourced from other beans. It's from them. They bring it in. And it's limited. So if they run out, it's finished till they bring more in. But it's their beans.
So J-Ham says, Papua New Guinea, aren't they cannibals? Well, they are in the mountains, in the volcanic mountains. Why be cannibals when you can pop them in?
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't
It's
care.
good coffee.
It's good coffee.
You know,
It's really good
whatever
coffee.
the man needs to eat to bring me coffee. You know.
It's really good coffee.
But I think they were the last cannibal.
I actually didn't know that. That's
Yes,
interesting.
I actually think they were the last cannibal society. I think so. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
That's-
Well, the not that it's really good, but I think Papua New Guinea, the actual like indigenous crowd, are the lowest IQ people in the world
Really?
on average. I think so. Check it.
Which
That
could be based upon the cannibalism.
well, yeah, that, and I think the Aborigines in, I want to say Australia, but I think actually New Zealand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like big time logo, because they kill their society. So
Yeah.
any guy that just seems like half clever, just off with his head,
Oh.
man.
Oh, that's so hard. Tribalism.
Yeah, tribalism.
Just drink tribal coffee. Don't drink tribalism. Okay?
Yes, but the
Difference.
coffee's good,
It's really
no matter what the diet consists of.
So I had to make a comment. So I saw J-Ham, whose coffee they were speaking of. So that coffee, Anton did a couple things, bought me a couple batches, bought a gift set, and we actually never drank it until we first sold our home, moved into RV lifestyle, and they were flavored coffees. So you guys will not believe that. That coffee, flavored coffee, I'm not going to state who it is, J-Ham, Salty, you both know who it is. It literally caused mouth sores on me. It ate up my mouth. I don't know what was in that coffee. And that was a problem I struggled with for months until actually a friend of mine mentioned oil pulling, which I had already looked into a little bit, and that's what fixed it. But I don't know if you guys know what oil pulling is. That's where you take coconut oil, swish it in your mouth 10, 15 minutes, however long, once, or twice a day, however often you'd like to. But do that, and it helps to get all of the bacteria, the nastiness, different things that should not be in your mouth. It really does take it out. That finally fixed it. But I had this problem for months off and on. It was ridiculous. I don't know what it was that stemmed it.
It was a
but
specific, like an orange one or something that caused it. But
I don't know. But I could not. I was like, I'm done. I'm not going to have like random horrible things happen to my precious face. No, that was horrible. It was the flavored coffee. I don't do flavored coffee. No.
You know, I don't mind a grifter. You know, you grift, but you got to bring quality to the table, man. You got to bring quality to the table, and you got to tell the truth, because eventually, people are gonna figure shit out.
So Salty does say used to get a blueberry cobbler that was the problem. No ingredients. So that was my issue. Is I told Anton I'm obviously allergic to something. I don't know what I was allergic to, but I was allergic to something, and it hit. It was a problem.
We're gonna send you a
yes. We'll get you some coffee.
You're
it's
gonna
not
see.
Blueberry. Put on your big boy panties. Okay.
It's coffee flavored.
No
coffee.
Blueberry. No.
Yes, it's coffee flavored coffee, like
It's
men
really
drink.
Good. Well, women who have
women,
good taste.
yes. Women with chest hair.
I do not have chest hair. Gee.
No, I said, with chest hair for coffee. Yes.
There we go. Lemon is in as well. She says, sorry Lemon. I'm late, but she's in for now. So glad to have you.
Don't worry, we've been leaving for the last 10 minutes.
So Jaham says the only flavored coffee I like is French Porter dark roast with chicory. Is it Café Du Monde? I spent way too much time at Café Du Monde.
Yeah, we've got so the South African instant coffees have chicory. Yes. It's like a 50-50 coffee chicory blend. They're not bad, but they got glucose in them, so they fucking hit your blood sugar pretty hard.
Yes.
So I don't like that.
No, that was a problem.
Yes.
Spaz Out asked for clarification. What times do y'all start in the morning?
We normally try 8 Central.
Which would be 9 Eastern. That is correct.
Yes, 9 Eastern. It's just, that's before we open. We actually technically open. I might have to go switch a light on if we're going to
we do need to switch the light on. He said no, it is the red can French Porter. So that's not the Café Du Monde. That's the white can.
Yes. So we try and do the stream before opening. Yes. On days where we don't have huge load, which doesn't always work, because I actually have a ton of work to do today. I've got to go grind a bunch of meat.
Work to do. I know we got to go work. I got a few boxes to put out. I've got some meat to pack.
So we got a bunch of stuff to do, but
pies ready?
They're gonna come out now. I just turned them.
I smell them.
But this is fun. So and we don't do enough of this.
Well, it's nice when all of you come in. So everybody, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, Central Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Don't come in at an hour later and then keep us here forever.
Yes, it's like, oh, you guys are live now on the talk. Yucky, yucky, yucky.
Hello.
Let me show the people. See, some just watch your arm. Meet the
I
pie.
remove. It's hot. I can feel the emanating heat. Spaz Out does say noted, so he's got it down.
Yeah, it's hard to let everybody know everywhere all the time, and I'm gonna start pushing a little bit in the other streams again. I just wanted to make sure we actually have. So the hardest part for me was, okay, so what format do we use? What are we doing? So I try and cook and make stuff and things like that, but it seems like people just want to have a chat.
Yes.
So now we'll just have more of a chat, and then on occasion I'll do stuff. So that's what we're doing now, and now I can start pushing a little. I can start pushing a little on the streams again to just get the word out, because Viva was promoting our stream quite regularly.
Mm-hmm.
But then we were doing cooking. Now we don't have a commercial kitchen to do the cooking in. And also, it seems, even with the cooking and stuff, this still seems more popular.
Yeah, the people, or you guys, you tell us.
Yes.
It seems like the interaction, even Finboy said he really liked the interactive chat when we were conversing and having a good time. Which, by the way, Don Darkstar, live long and prosper.
Yes. Live long and prosper. So you guys decide what we do, not us.
Yeah.
I'll do stuff. If you don't like it, you leave. And then if I do other stuff and you like it, then I do more of that stuff. It's completely up to you guys what we get up to.
So,
sorry if you can't see me. I'm busy packing the
Sith
pies.
says, yes, he's putting the pies away. Sith says, hang out and chat. It's the best. You guys have a fantastic day. Thank you. All right. It looks like I drink my coffee over here. Salty did say, even with y'all, I had the product, tried it on stream, and then I started pushing the biltong. It sucks when you get burned by grifters. The biltong is quality choice. Y'all, A plus order today. Thank you.
Just as a matter of interest, I make it. I make the spices. I make the biltong. Nicole slices it, packs it, and I help
Stop
her pack.
it. I hang it first.
Yes, and she hangs it
I
first.
hung a lot of biltong
Oh
yesterday.
yeah, we made a lot.
And it was a lot of biltong. I was hanging and hanging and hanging. It's like a thing. Yes. I have a few full cabinets.
But there's no drop ship bullshit
No.
here. There's no drop ship.
No, we personally do
Yes.
everything. That
In fact, we're getting a lot of white label requests, just as a matter of interest.
yes.
So, and the fact that we make our own spices is one of the distinguishing factors. Now, I'm not going to say nobody else does, but very few other people actually make their own spices because
Yes.
it's not easy. And a lot of the South Africans that's used to biltong, okay, like the factory spices that
Yes,
come out of the big
because
factories.
they don't know what it's like to have natural
They actually,
spices.
here's the sad part. A lot of South Africans don't actually know what biltong is.
No.
They've been fed chemical coated meat.
It's the
dried
same
in
as the
factories.
packaged foods we have in America. It's
They
the
just-
same concept.
I didn't know.
We didn't know.
I didn't know. Now I know because now I make it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's a tragedy actually. I had a young gentleman in the other day and I tried to explain the difference. And when I equated one of the spice blends to a spice on the shelf, he's like, "Oh, I like that spice." I'm like, "No,
Yes,
dude,
it's
no, it's
It's like
bad
you
for
just
you."
you're just eating like shoveling poison in your in your mouth, and
Like,
people
no,
are like, "Yeah, I
don't do
like it."
that.
It's like,
Don't do
okay.
that. So Spaz Out did say, where is it? Can I have the finest dark roast coffee, please? So our guys, it's a single roast. It's a single type of coffee. It is Arabica beans from Tribal Coffee. But believe me, they are smooth, they are bold,
That's
they are
very
flavorful,
nice.
they have a cocoa undertone. So be
No bitter aftertaste.
be
Yeah.
prepared to have your mouth very happy with you. Speaking of mouths, I did see a mouth rinse that was, I think it was Jahan who listed it. Where did it go? Yes. Diluted tea tree oil, clove, cinnamon oil, and as a mouth rinse. Do not swallow. Those all work really well. So, of course, clove helps with antibacterial. Tea tree, golly, that is so many different things. Same with cinnamon. It's a very all-purpose
We just
body
got
happy.
some Ceylon cinnamon in.
Yes, we have some
because
Ceylon
people-
cinnamon. If
but
that's
it's-
something you would want, J-Ham.
yeah, it's not cheap.
Well, no, but it's quality.
Yeah, Ceylon,
You said
right? Really
you
good
wanted
quality
to
Ceylon.
order. If you need some Ceylon cinnamon, shoot me an
Yeah.
email. I can
Yes,
add it on.
I have
can
not.
figure-
It literally came in
We can work with you and get it on.
Wednesday evening, and yesterday whole day I was in production. I just
Yes.
did the costing this morning. It's about, I think it's like 11.50, somewhere around there for
100 grams.
400 grams, which is like 3.5 ounces.
Yes.
But it's proper Ceylon cinnamon.
Salty did mention that is what I care about, supporting American business, but also quality products. Never again will I make that mistake. No, it's hard, and you have to try things to know that it's a problem. We did. We tried with the coffee there. We actually had another coffee that we were ordering out of Arizona, American business, quality people, quality product. Not going to diss
Yes.
their product until I found this.
Yes.
And I was like,
Yeah, it
wow.
was. I was sad that I had to finish the other coffee after I tried this.
yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, and
Um,
it's one of those things. You had to move on. Speaking of South Africa, I am a recent convert to drink Amarula.
Ah.
Ah.
Yeah, the Amarula is not bad, but I can't drink the cream liqueurs.
Yeah.
I can't drink the cream liqueurs, man. In fact, I don't actually drink anymore.
No,
at all.
I
haven't
know,
had
I know.
alcohol in so long. It's just because we don't have time, you know.
I heard something about the warnings of the dirty sodas lately.
Yes.
So do you put that cream in your soda?
Well, it's like a
I know,
Bailey's.
I know.
It's a
I know. I'm teasing. He probably puts it in coffee.
yeah. You can. The
It
Amarula
actually
in coffee
would be good
not
in
bad,
coffee. Spaz Out does say he'll be looking in to buy spices from
Okay.
us. You will not be upset with that.
Yeah.
I
Celtic
run
salt.
Anton's spice mixes through a burr grinder and make it into a fine powder. Use it in place of salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the peri peri is very good, Salty. We agree 100%. So Program 76 asked, what do you call a South African troon? Transvaal site or Transvaal STITE. How do you Transvaal City?
No, transvestite.
Site?
Yes, like a
That- there's two-
transvestite.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't. Let me see. What do you call it? Transvestite. Yes.
Yes,
like
transvestite.
yes. That's funny. Probably you and I will be the only two who get that. So the old South Africa, 4 provinces. The province that I'm from is called Transvaal. So it was Transvaal, Orange, Free State, Natal, and Cape. Those were the 4 provinces. And then, of course, when the new guys came in, they had to make it 9 and add a whole bunch of people in the government because, cronies and shit. So I think South Africa's got the 2nd or 3rd largest government in the world.
It's the size of Texas.
Yes. But anyway, so Transvaal. So you call it a Transvaal state. Yes. That's funny.
Jay Ham does not drink. He samples.
Okay. Often. All right.
Now, I actually do think we are going to have to
yes,
run
we have
away.
to run.
Swim
We have to go do some work.
All right, guys, I'm going to find somebody to raid unless Nero.
I don't know if Nero's around. He normally pops in and says
He's
hi.
been
If
out
he is
on his
around,
way.
find us a raid. Otherwise, Mike, I guess.
I could hit up
Bright,
Mike.
I guess.
Can see
Let's see who's live, and we'll find somebody to raid. And then, thanks for popping in, man.
Yeah.
Like, share, repost, follow. Thank you. That's a
and
mouthful.
anything else you would like to
that's
say?
a mouthful. Well, thank you guys. It's very cool to have a bunch of people
definitely
actually
enjoyed
yabbering.
chatting
And
with you. Good
yeah,
conversation.
it's fun. I
good
really
people.
like it. It makes me feel less abnormal.
Right?
Because, man, sometimes I feel like I'm all alone in this completely insane world.
Before we run, and I think I may have to do a stream on this, I'll tell you my idea. Do you guys ever notice that sometimes it's hard to stop the words that are coming out of your mouth before they come out of your mouth, and then you scare people away? I've done that a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no filter. It's very hard sometimes, especially when people are obnoxious. And it's like,
I feel like the older I get, the worse it is.
there's this guy, this comedian, I quite like his stuff. It's called Brian Regan, and he says he was at a party and someone asked him if he likes some museum somewhere, and he said yes. And he said, as he said yes, he knew he shouldn't have said those words, and he was like,
right? It doesn't come back.
Grab the words and
come
put it back in his mouth. I always think of that after I've said something, and I can see the people are like.
I so did that just last week. I was reaching out to someone asking if I could have my kids do something on a different day, and I was like, "Oh, I just gave way too much information. I'm never going to hear back from this person." Yep, didn't hear back from them. Like, okay, I'll go back in my corner over here.
Yes.
I'll go back to work. I'll go hang biltong.
Yes. If you really want to upset people of the liberal nature,
yes.
When they ask me why I'm here, I just say because I hate commies, and that normally ends that conversation right there.
Immediately.
Like, no more talkie.
But all right, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day. See you tomorrow morning. Yeah. Are we doing something special tomorrow morning?
Scones.
Scones?
I'll make some scones tomorrow. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Cheers.
Bye.